So the question is, how do you find the volume of a cylinder? So if you cut to my screen, I can show you how to do this. So the shape, and forgive my rough drawing here, but the shape that I've drawn, it's a cylinder, kind of like a pop can. That's what a cylinder is, where it's a circle, and then you have height to it. So the formula to find the volume of a cylinder is pi times the radius squared times the height. So when you have a cylinder, you need to know these are your two variables, and you need to know those two things. You need to know your radius, or be able to figure out your radius, and you need to know your height. So the radius is the distance from the middle of the circle on one of your surfaces to the edge. And so I'm gonna guess that this is a pop can. I'm just gonna say, let's say it's about one inch. So our radius is 1 inch. And then a pop can maybe is about 5 inches tall, maybe 6 inches. So our height. So we need to know that height, and you need to know the radius from the center to the edge. So once you know those two things, it's pretty much you're just plugging in your values for the radius and for your height and multiplying them together to find your answer. So we still have pi, and then our radius in this cylinder is 1 inch. So we will plug in 1 for r, and that's squared. And then our height is 5 inches, so then we'll multiply by 5. And so we want to, order of operations wise, we want to do the exponent first. So we have pi times 1 squared, which is 1, times 5, which is 5. So the way that we write our answer is with that 5 in front of pi. That's usually how it's written. And then we, of course, because we're finding volume, we don't want to forget our units, which in this case, I measured in inches. And so our units are inches and then cubed, because we're measuring volume, or three-dimensional. So hopefully that helps with finding the volume. I just gave one example, but if you have something more specific, I'm happy to answer that question, so just let us know.